Stitched you up, put you together with cotton.
Hello everybody who's watching this, or the people who are watching this. Today in this Animal Jam video, I'm going to show you 13 things to do when you're bored in Animal Jam, or Animal Jam Classic. Well, some of these are just for Animal Jam Play Wild, but you can do it in Animal Jam Classic too. So, the first thing is minigames. Everybody knows that minigames are some of the most boring things to do, but sometimes they can be fun. Most people just do minigames when they're farming or to get free gems. I think that minigames are fun when you're not trying to farm. Because when you're not trying to farm, you're not so bored. And when you're not so bored, it's like, yeah, I'm not bored in Animal Jam. So the next thing to do is level up. Leveling up is kind of easy depending on what character you are. If you're lazy, like some people and me, then it's going to be pretty hard to level up. But if you're not lazy like other people, then you will probably like to level up. The fastest way to level up is to find facts around Jamaa, do your daily login, stuff like that. Stuff that just gets your EXP. Like buying things from the furniture shop or the clothing store. Those will give you EXP per item you buy. And if you find a new fact, a fun fact, then you will level up. But if you find all the fun facts, then you'll have to find another way to level up. And I doubt that you will learn every fun fact. But the third thing is outfits. Outfits are very fun to make with your animal, depending on what animal you have. If you have some outfits that you think are cute or you like with this animal, then maybe you'll like to put it on. For example, a set. You can put on a set. When you don't have any ideas, just, do a set. If you have multiple sets and you can't choose, just put one set on one animal, if you have multiple animals, and then put another set on another animal. Unlike me, I just have certain things I like in Animal Jam that I wear. It's very common to see somebody with no sets on, and common to see somebody with a set on. People just don't like to waste sapphires on anything other than things like pets or animals. So most of the time they'll just trade for their sets. But the next thing to do is decorate your den. If you have an empty room in your den, or just an empty den in general, then you can decorate it with things that you have in your inventory. If you have like a little rug, then just put it somewhere in like where you would like it. If you have something else, like if you have a small den, then I guess it will be pretty easy to decorate. But if you have a big den, it's kind of hard to decorate. Because maybe you don't have enough furniture, or you have a maxed out den. And when you have a maxed out den, you can't put any other den items in your den. Sorry if I'm messing up a lot. Just my first time doing a voiceover. But another thing to do is you can play with your buddies. If you have buddies that are online oftenly, or you have buddies that are just online all the time, then you can play with them. You can jamagram them saying, hey, do you want to play with me? Maybe they say yes or no, but it's okay if they say no, because you can just go in a random place and put, you can just go to a random place, ask them to play a minigame with you. Maybe they'll say yes. Most of the time, new jammers or jammers that are new to Animal Jam or guest jammers will say yes. And if you win, you get gems like the minigames. Another thing to do is level up your pets. Leveling up your pets does take a while, but it actually gets you EXP when you're looking for some. And when you level up your pets, it's kind of fun. Because when they feel happy, maybe you feel happy if you care about them a lot. And you can take care with as many pets as you want, but it's kind of long. It takes a long time to take care of lots of pets, so I just recommend doing 3 or 4 pets a day or an hour. Just wait for a pet to finish taking care of them, then just go walk around with it and you can take care of it again. The next thing to do is sell items. Selling items is one of the most simplest things ever, but most people don't come to the My Shops. If you have a really good advertisement like cheap prices, mostly people will come to your shop. And they maybe buy something from your shop. Another thing to do, if you're a member, you can do pet expeditions. That's what leveling your pets up is for. Depending on what level they are, level 3 or higher, they can do a pet expedition. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what was I doing? Oh. I'm kinda... oh well. Pet expeditions give you good items depending on what level your pet is. If your pet is level 3, then you can send it on a level 3 pet expedition. They will give you coins, but 1,000 and lower coins. If they're level 4, then you can send them to the middle expedition and they'll get you an item. If they're level 5, then they'll get you an exotic pet vial, DNA vial. And you can use it in your DNA incubator for some new pets. But you can only use one for one pet, an exotic pet. Next thing is to visit other My Shops. If you're a member, you can visit other My Shops. But you don't have to be a member to visit other My Shops. You can just visit them and not buy anything if you're not a member. But still, it's actually pretty fun to see what other people have in their shops, because maybe they have something that you don't, or that you want, or that's very rare and you don't have it yet. The next thing to do is you can paint or draw. When you paint or draw, depending on what you want to do, you can play the painting minigame, and if you like what you created, then you can always just use a masterpiece token, or you can use 25 sapphires. That's not a lot if you play mini games all the time, but if you want to save your painting to show to the world of Jamaa or whoever comes to your den, then you can just turn it into a masterpiece. It's very nice to look at what you created in your den, especially if they match with your color scheme or not. If you don't like what you created, then you just recycle it. You don't have to use a masterpiece token or 25 sapphires to make it into a masterpiece if you don't want to. The next thing, oh no. We're gonna hold up. The next thing to do is finish any sets. If you have a unfinished set, just finish them just finish the sets. Like if you have boots to one part.